Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
So, there's a number of dialogue points around Skyhold that have to deal with coal, and that is one of them.
We can't
Hello,
fight
Inquisitor.
the god.
Honored to help with
The
these,
Elder thing's
whatever
not
they
a
are.
god. He's darkspawn. The Makers know darkspawn.
But they say that's why he cut the sky. To claim the throne.
You're telling me gods fight like owls? Sounds like bullshit.
So, Skyhold has obviously been cleaned up. Can I climb up this? No, no. Oh, I was very curious. What's this? Construction report, death on the wall. One of our finishers, Garen, fell from the scaffold and landed on a paving stone. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped him. What should we do? Foreman, Charisse. Have them commit his body with those we've lost since Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition. Move his fellow workers to another site. Allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good. If we harm ourselves, we are all the Inquisition. Lady Montilier. Alright, let's go back talk to you.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
I don't believe we've talked to him before. What's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
What are these tiles I keep finding?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Winter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Okay.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
And our tiles will actually end up on the walls, but since we just got here, I don't believe... Yes, this was the area we could not access earlier.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
Construction report, scaffolding. Third fall in as many days. We need more sandbags. It's almost impossible to drive an anchor between these blocks. The place was built to last, and that makes it a fight to build it up. Approved. The Inquisitor needs its people on good legs. Okay. I would just not fight with it. So here we can plant seeds that we find to get Philandris. Sure. Does that work? Okay, yeah. So if we have rare herbs that we want, let's put that in there then. I don't normally use it because it's just not efficient, but...
This is a special one. Inquisitor.
Oh, damn it.
Elan Vimar. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
Oh. I cut off her dialogue earlier. I didn't mean to. Welcome aboard.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
So she took over for Adan, and I'm sure he's very happy about that.
I am at your service.
How are we stocked?
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
we are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Is this... I assume you're talking about Adon?
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
Where did you study?
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adon after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
You're a city elf.
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. I'm sure that much was immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
I'm surprised she's been able to, you know, climb the ranks as she has.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
Should be more people to talk to. I'm also looking for books. There's Mother Giselle. She looks like she's having an important conversation. Let me drag you away from that.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
Did you make me Inquisitor?
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Leliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I don't know.
If the power of the Inquisition isn't enough, we're all in a great deal of trouble.
It may seem overwhelming now, but you have already done more than most could have. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Corypheus?
Can you tell me anything about Corypheus?
I know nothing of the man personally, but the Chant of Light speaks of what he claims to be. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of the winter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods."
An old god?
That was one of the old gods speaking in their dreams?
Yes, Dumat as I understand it. In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds like what happened with the breach.
Very similar, Inquisitor. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth.
Corypheus disagrees.
Corypheus said he found only chaos and corruption.
The Chant of Light says that it was beautiful until the Maker himself spoke. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
Again, Corypheus disagrees.
Corypheus seemed so certain that he heard nothing. He described it as dead whispers.
Bitterness, perhaps? He paid a high price for his crime. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime.
Well, we know it's not like it, but I'll ask it anyway.
Walking bodily in the realm of dreams is exactly what Corypheus said he did. But the mark... could it be related to the mark I bear?
I cannot say. Perhaps Andraste saw clearly and we misinterpreted her words. It was always taught that the mark they bore was the shape of darkspawn. Bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. That is all I know of your adversary, Inquisitor.
Well, it matches somewhat.
Some of the Chant of Light describes what we've seen and what Corypheus said, but not all of it.
The Chant of Light is the work of mankind. We of all people must accept that mankind is fallible. Listeners may have misheard one of Andraste's songs. Just one word sung incorrectly could change everything. And how many verses were stricken or changed for foolish political reasons, like the Canticle of Chartan. Still, I would trust these words over any spoken by Corypheus. I hope they help you.
There's theories that I can't talk about because spoilers.
Herald of Andraste.
How's everyone doing?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
Elsewhere.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
You have done much for the refugees in the hinterlands. Many who would have starved or frozen owe you their lives. With the rift near Crestwood sealed, the villagers have begun rebuilding their homes and lives.
Yay.
People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
How's Skyhold doing?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part, to see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost, and traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Alright, I did not sync my audio. Okay. That doesn't go anywhere. That's obviously not going anywhere. Ah! The floating book is still a floating book. Okay. Let's see. Damn, that didn't work. Ugh. Let's try again. If I can stay in the corner. Come on. Nope. I can get it. I can get it. It's just gonna take some practice. Come on. Gosh darn it. Ah! Damn it. Alright, I'll get it later. I'll get it later. Lizette!
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Does not approve? Right of the Maker. I found books. Damn it. I gotta get that book. I gotta get it. Oh, I got it. Yes! See, I just had to leave it alone for a minute. We should try going upstairs. Nope. Is there nothing up here? Oh! Oh, I need to walk around and get some more stuff for Cole's dialogue. I don't think we've been up here. Nope, nope, nope. Nothing? Something. More books. I'll take that. Nothing up here, though. Screw ladders! Wait. Why did it light up multiple things? I don't know. Low gain is down.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
Low gain's down there if you want to talk to him. I'm not sure. I guess she was commenting on the castle. Oh, wait. Nothing in here? Okay. There's a couple places. Book. Got one. Hard and Hightown Chapter 5.
Strangest thing.
Oh. Damn it. Okay, I think that dialogue was about daggers going missing. Oh, I hope that counted. Damn it. I'm really upset that we missed that. I think it was one of his daggers missing.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt.
Really?
The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Yeah, I believe you.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Okay.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
So now we have started a quest. Can I talk to you? Oh my gosh.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
You seem okay.
You've never complained.
Why would I? I chose this. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you okay?
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
I respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Confessions of a lyrium addict unlocked.
Inquisitor?
Tell me more about Samson.
You and the Red Templar's leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why?
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
I almost pity him.
It sounds like Samson had a miserable life.
The Order expelled him, but he had choices. He could have found another path. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Let's go up. Nope, not going up that way. There's another owl. I was hoping there'd be another book. Yeah. I think that's what that was. I think that counted. So this is apparently where Cullen sleeps. I don't remember if we found this last time. And apparently Cullen suffers from claustrophobia. So the fact that this is all open, I don't know what he does when it rains. But yeah. That'll take us to Solas. I've already got the banter for the guys. Where does this go? Nothing in here? It's the broken wall. Whee!
All's well.
Oh, gosh. If I could stop losing dialogue. How's our horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
How's your family?
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her fool races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Any news?
Heard anything worth noting?
Heard rumors of something stomping around out there. No idea how to track it if it is even a real thing. Keep up with your researcher and your creatures, Inquisition. Who knows what you can find?
Okay.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
So our horses hang out here now. Blackwall hangs out here now. I will talk to you momentarily. I want to go upstairs, except that I can't use the stairs. Ah, don't fall. Okay. Ah. That's weird. I'm not getting... I think that counts. I don't know.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
What about the Wardens?
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Wise words.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
Grand Tourney?
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
What happened?
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Not necessarily better.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with. Yes?
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
I think you've told me that before. Damn it, that's not what I wanted.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge. Inquisitor?
Tell me about the Wardens?
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Tell me about the calling.
Have you been hearing the calling, too?
I know what Corypheus is. He has no sway over me.
That's not an answer.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay. Oh, Hakkon.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back.
You don't have to? And
I'm
she...
working with you, I'm not one of them.
What? Assassins? Templars? Mages? Magisters?
No, one of them.
Sisters? Nobles? Merchants? Commission men?
Elves, you twit.
Is that it? Human.
Smack you across the face.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As Master of the Tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Tradesman?
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Where is Sigrid, anyway?
Sigrid survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
And what can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
And you're master of your group?
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
So she has a shop. And... ooh. Okay. Ooh. I need to upgrade Bianca. But, oh, I want that. I think. I don't know. Should take it just in case. These are all one-time things. I probably have schematics. I'll have to remember to come back if I need them. Or I could just buy them. Just buy them and say the heck with it. It's not like I spend my money elsewhere. There. And you have some stuff? No. Can't talk to you. Okay. Kitchens are up here. And there's nobody here.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
A note from Skyhold Kitchens again. If I ever find out who put the turnips in the fireplace, I will personally feed them to the meat grinder. Oh, Cole, you're causing some problems. A note from Skyhold Kitchens. Request for supplies. How many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it is still good to eat. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen. Check the sugar daily to make sure it is still sugar and not salt. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing toward a crude drawing of a phallus. Sarah, are you raiding the kitchens?
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
Yeah, you definitely can. Okay. First Blight, Chapter 2. Goes on forever. What is green? What? Folly of General Not Sheridan? What is this book? Why are there cobwebs all over this place? The Pyramids of Parvalan. The island called Parvalan was the first land in Thedas to be taken by the Qunari, but has been held by them ever since. But while the Qunari have raised their own marvels on the island, the famed city of Cunedar comes to mind. Parvalan had a rich history before the Qun ever came to its shores. Tear your eyes from Cunedar's wonders and look instead to the jungle. There you'll see the ruins of vast cities that proclaim in silence, "We were here." Parvalan's distinctive pyramids, looming from the overgrowth, have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They do not seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Amazingly, the pyramid's proportions are mathematically perfect. Since their alignment is so precise, one suspects they served some scientific purpose. Observatories, perhaps. Anvin Thedas has observed that the shape of the Parvolan pyramid seemed perfectly to match the constellation Solium. We know more of the pyramids than we do of the humans who built them. The Qunari came to Parvolan as conquerors, but there is no history and little sign of battles fought on the island's shores. A civilization that could build such vast cities would surely have defenses, armies, perhaps weapons, alien even to the Qunari. So why is there so little proof of resistance? One answer may lie in what remains of their temples. Beneath the leaves and vines covering the walls, you can still make out the stylized carvings that adorn them. The paint has long since flaked away, but the silhouettes are clear. Intricate sea creatures, shipwrights, musicians, archers, and kings. Here and there, odd figures are depicted. Tall, horned, always in a position of authority and respect. What were these horned figures to the ancients of Parvolan? Priests, ritually crowned, heroes, gods, perhaps? We may never know the truth. But when the Qunari arrived from the sea, horned and carrying the word of the Qun, perhaps instead of conquerors, the people of Parvolan saw an old legend returning to them. This is all superstition. The humans of Parvolan are Qunari now, their ancient civilization discarded like a child's toy. Yet the pyramids remain, along with the old cities, the island itself. One day, greater scholars may hear what they have to say. Okay. How do we get out of here? Oh, back into the kitchens. Okay. Wine bottles? Oh, these are where our wines that we find are stored. Okay, I took that book. It's fine. I want out of here. One of these goes upstairs, I swear. This one. There we are. Josephine, you're standing on your desk. Now you're not. Okay. Well, that was nice. Nice pop in there.
What's the chance of this? I never paid attention. Assholes kicked in the Maker's door. He made them darkspawn. That's why there's blight, and we have to give wardens our weapons. You still miss that bloody sword. It was a good blade.